Welcome everyone. Welcome to a brand new channel. First video on the channel actually. Today we are going to be playing Risk, the Parker Brothers edition of Risk made in 1968. I'm very excited to start here. And I will be playing by myself against myself, so this should be interesting. So we're going to be doing a fun let's play here and see if I can outwit myself, and let's see, let's just jump right into it, shall we? Alrighty, so now that we've unpacked everything, I will just explain a little bit for those of you who already know what Risk is and everything. Go ahead and skip ahead a few seconds, possibly a minute, I don't know. Anyway, so Risk is a game of global domination. For those of you who don't know, and the idea is to conquer every single spot on the board here, every single little territory, and the idea is to get continents in order to receive more troops per turn. So, and then each turn that you get basically like a successful attack, an invasion, you get a card, and then you can use those cards to trade on later on for more men each turn, yada yada yada. So today, what we're going to be doing is we are playing with 6 of the normal factions: red, pink, black, blue, yellow, and green. All right. By the way, all of these little squares represents 1 trooper, and these represent 10, actually. And so today we're going to be playing with the normal rules for this, and so we're gonna I'm gonna give the territories to everybody, and we will. I'll be right back. Alrighty. So now the board is set up. Everybody has taken their positions. I have rolled for everyone in terms of order. That goes pink, red, blue, green, black, and yellow. And so pink will be going first. And pink will be getting 3. Everybody will be getting 3, even though everyone has 7 territories. This is the territory counter that I will have to remind myself. And so yeah, and everyone gets 1 extra troop for every 3 territories that you have, unless you have less than 9, and then you only get 3. You can't get any less than 3. But anyways, just thought I would explain that, and I will be back once the first round is underway, and yeah, alright, see you in a bit. Alrighty, round 1 is done, and everyone has made successful attacks first off, and yeah, I mean, people are doing okay, I guess. Right now, looking at the territory list, pink has the worst with 5, red's got an average of 7, he's got a nice area there. Blue has 6, he lost a territory. Green gained 1 territory with 8. Black gained 2 territories with 9. And yellow has 7 still. So, just to show you what happened. So first off, in Australia, we have a major conflict over Australia, consisting of 3 factions here: pink, blue, and red, all over there. Each of them had at least 1 to begin with. Yeah, so pink took out blue over here, and then he tried to move down and take red out over here. Or was it yellow? I don't know. I don't remember who had this area, but tried to take red out. Red fought back pretty well, beat pink back pretty good. So then red's turn came along, and red beat out, I think this was blue here. He beat blue out and kind of strengthened his numbers by keeping it with a nice victory. And then came along blue. Blue being kicked out of Australia, didn't like that. Didn't like the idea of either pink or red, who are before them, getting Australia and gaining a number of troops. So they put their armies up in Siam and rushed down to Indonesia, because that was a weak pink spot with only 1 pink man, and took that area. So as of right now, Australia is very, very contested. So right now, I would say the upper hand goes to red due to more territories and more troops. But anyways, moving on to Asia, there were no developments in Asia. Nobody really did anything. down to Africa. Black took more of Africa. He kind of spread himself thin a little bit, going with some risky moves. He put them all in South Africa, took Madagascar with no casualties, then moved upwards to East Africa with no casualties, and tried to take, I think it was North Africa, was unsuccessful, and now he's sitting there. So down in South America, we have Yellow, who took one area. Pink put up a good fight and took one casualty down before going down, and so now Yellow's sitting pretty with two areas in South America. So we'll see how that develops, considering that Black's trying to take Africa and Red is trying to take Australia. So their forces will be completely tied and not be able to reinforce this. So Yellow should gain that. North America, nothing happened. Nobody did anything. And up here in Europe, Green clearly wants Europe. He took Iceland up here and strengthened Ukraine to strengthen his little border there. So yeah, that was it for the first round. On to the next one, and we'll see you in a bit. Alrighty, done with that round, and now, well, that was round 2 actually. And so there has been some developments. So far on our territory counter, Pink has got, he's down to 5. Red's to 6, down to 6. Blue's down to 5. Green is up to 8. Well, he stayed the same actually, and Black is the same generally, and Yellow actually boosted up to 9. So first we're going to start down in Australia. Developments have happened down here. Blue has been officially kicked out of Australia, and now Pink is the only one who remains. Pink built up his position, chose not to attack, and built up his position. Probably the smartest choice that Pink could make if he wants to stay in Australia. So this should be an interesting piece next round. So Asia, not much happened. Just Pink put an extra trooper there just to kind of be a safeguard back to in Australia if it comes to be. So the next development is Green has been forming a nice little line here, as you can see, 2, 2, 2, and 2. So he's really covering his back, and he's really looking out for the future developments. He should have ease in taking Southern Europe, but Western Europe might be a problem due to the fact that Yellow has actually taken a continent, everyone. He's the first one to take a continent, and that could give him some extra little power here. So that could be a big development. Down in Africa, we have Black slowly but surely taking it. He's strengthened his positions over there to back up his area. I suspect the next round he's going to be putting him all in Congo and taking North Africa with ease. And that will gain him Africa. So that could be interesting, and these two could very well clash for power. And over in the North America, we have Blue being kicked out of Australia, moved his troops over to here, and is deciding to start to make something out of nothing and make a offensive campaign up here to take North America. So we'll see how that develops. And yeah, that's about it so far. Some people have cards, more cards than others don't. And yeah, I'll see you in round 3. Alrighty, folks. There has been some big developments recently, so let's go over to our territory counter here. Pink stays 5, I think, yeah. Red goes down to 4. Actually, Red is losing territories quickly. Blue goes back up to 6. Green goes up to 10, actually. Black also is up at the 10, and Yellow's at 7. So, alright. Alrighty, so there's been some interesting developments. Nothing has happened in Australia, except he's added one guy here. Because Pink added a couple guys, charged this line right here, back when it was 2, and lost 2 troops and retreated. Red added 3 troops, charged this line, got 2 dead, and retreated. So it's kind of deadlocked at this point. Back up here in Asia, Pink put another man in China, came down to Siam, sorry if I'm butchering the names, and took that area. So he's got Red in kind of a pinch, but he doesn't quite have the troops to do it yet. Red's pretty locked in there. So we're moving on to Africa. Black has successfully conquered Africa. The question is, will he be able to keep it? That is the question. But being in front of yellow, he probably will be able to, honestly. Green up here in Europe has taken Europe and has troops to spare. I mean, look at that. He's got a nice little line. So does Black, by the way. But I mean, just like, wow, very impressive. He's got all his bases covered so far. Maybe not in the best way, but he still has them covered and has a defense set up. So props to Green there, and now is going to be taking in the most income of all of the 6 factions. So moving on to South America, Yellow just said, you know what, Black just gained Africa. If there's no sense in trying to take it. If I don't take it, he's gonna attack me with all his troops and kill me and take away mine, and then that'll be the enemy. So he decided to bolster up his defenses and save that little offensive campaign for later. So we'll see how that goes. Blue up here in the North America decided to put more troops in western and eastern United States, conquered Central America, and moved up into Alberta. So far, some good quick developments. People are gaining power quickly, and it could be interesting. Green, I'm thinking, is the most formidable foe at this point right now. He's tied with Black, so I can see him going after Black because of the fact that I can see them going after each other, actually, because both of them are the strongest ones. So we'll see how that actually develops in round 4. So I'll see you in a bit. Alrighty. So not much has happened. Kind of made one major thing has happened, and that's about it. It's really just kind of been a stalemate as of late. Not many changes, just Green and Black changed for the territories. And so what actually happened, nothing really happened. Yellow boosted his defenses. Blue tried to attack Ontario, got beat back. 2 casualties taken from one guy, and said, nope, not having that, we're coming back later. Red and Pink still fighting over Australia. This could be the death of both of them, potentially. If one of them doesn't win soon, it could be the death of both of them. Just saying. But Pink tried, put some troops here, tried to come down in here, didn't get anything. They got 1 casualty, and then got hit hard, and they were out of here. This area, I was thinking about maybe Pink could go here. No, decided no, not a wise decision, because Red could come and just take us out. So then later, the very next turn, Red came, put all his troops here, went there, took 2 casualties, retreated back. So Red's next attack should take Pink because of the buildup of armies. So we'll see how that goes, though. In Asia, nothing much. Yellow actually put men here. Put 3 men there because they bolstered their defenses and said, hey, you know what, let's not start any wars here. Let's not start any fighting here. That could potentially end bad for us. So they went over here to see if they can do something in Asia. Went up to Yakutsk. I think that's how you pronounce it. I don't know. Again, I butcher things. So they go up to here. Actually, that little blue guy is a stubborn little cookie, and actually killed all 3 of those yellow troops. So that's unfortunate. Green still has all of Europe, bolstered his defenses all to 3 areas, all 3 troops, 3 troops in every area, and then came down into North Africa to eliminate Black as a threat. As a major threat. So Green is still on top with the most troops and the most territories, actually. Green now having 11, so almost ready to gain another trooper. And Black going down to 10, so Black is not as big of a threat to Green as of right now. However, Green still has to press his attack into Africa to make sure that Black is taken out as a threat. Otherwise, that could come back to bite him. And Black bolstered up his defenses here and here, just to kind of say, you know what, we don't have as many troops as you do. Hopefully we can mount a defense and maybe come with a counter offensive. So That's the developments of round 4, and so I'll be back with round 5. Alrighty, folks. That was round 5. So round 5 had some interesting developments, actually. Just to show you the territory markers, Green's gone up to 12, and he is entitled to another trooper, actually, on his turn. So instead of getting 8, he will be getting 9. So Green is becoming a serious issue, and people need to start focusing on him. But anyways, so first off, again, down in Australia, a development has happened. A territory has been taken, and it is Indonesia by the Pink. Pink finally took it, placed all of his troops in Siam, and moved down into Indonesia, and took a couple casualties, but still finally made it. I think he took 1. I think. But anyways, he has a foothold in Australia. Can he continue the offensive is the question, or will he dig in? I think most likely he's going to be digging in this next turn, because Red dug in, and he has placed a bunch of troops. He is living and dying with this decision here. If he does not win Australia, it is over for him, because he's got 1 guy there, and Blues could be potentially about to take it. So Red has an issue, and he has to take that. So we'll see how that goes. Asia, no developments as usual. Actually, Black did place 1 in Afghanistan for insurance, just so that he's not completely left desolate after this. Down in Africa, Green took Egypt, and so that's a big blow to the Black, and so Black decided to bolster his defenses. He's really on a defensive front right now. There's not much he can do offensively without weakening his forces significantly. So we'll see how this handles. I'm guessing that Black is either going to go over here or over here. He could possibly actually try to attack Ukraine, but I doubt that, Green, seeing that he's placed in Afghanistan, so he'll probably bolster his Ukrainian defenses. So that's what's going on with Black. Over here with Yellow, Yellow has just kind of, didn't really bolster his defenses, but, however, he did place all of them in Venezuela, all 5 of them, and then moved his army up into Central America and defeated Blue's 3-man army there. And so now Blue he's on the cusp of being taken out, because he's adjacent basically to most of Yellow. So Yellow's got him over here if he wants to take him out. Yellow's got him here. So if Yellow kills him here, he could potentially go over here and wipe him out there. And if Yellow gains North America, Yellow will be the most powerful. So Green probably is mindful of that. He might take Greenland for insurance. We shall see. And he may take out the Middle East in order to secure his spot. Green actually has 5 cards now. You can only have 5 cards. And so he'll be making a trade and making a significant boost in his armies. And one thing I forgot, actually, when I did start the game, I didn't put any additional armies. I forgot that step. My apologies. I do think, though, that starting with no additional armies is kind of really fun, and so this video will be with that then, I guess. We'll see about future videos if I do the same thing. I might do the same thing. I think it's more exciting and more of the grind, But anyways, I will see you in round 6. Alrighty, folks. Round 6 is over. Round 7 is just beginning. The territories development. Red is in trouble, folks. Red is only had 1, and that is because Pink has claimed Australia for themselves. The fight for Australia has ended and is over. So now Pink controls it 100%, and it was an interesting development because Pink went ahead and traded in his cards, got 4 extra troops, so gave him a total of 7, placed them all here, went here, took 4 casualties, but inflicted 4 casualties, and won the battle, then went to here to actually weaken Red's defenses. However, Pink did so well, he took the entire defense on with less troops, which is insane, and I hate that when it happens against me. But anyways, so as Red, I was mad. As Pink, I was very happy. But anyways, he took Western Australia, made his free move up to here, and now has secured Australia 100%. So in Asia, Green's made a little contribution to Asia and just put a trooper there. Black still has 2 here, nothing else to report. Down in Africa here, Black is in trouble. Black is certainly in trouble. He tried to go on an offensive into North Africa, took 3 casualties, only inflicted 1, and retreated. So far Black is in trouble. Black is trying to look for other ways out. Currently not seeing any, because here he's trapped by green and pink possibly coming out into here. So that's no-go. That won't work. He won't survive that. He can't stay here because green is pressuring him down there, and if he tries to counterattack, green is going to attack down and really put the hurt on him there. And he can't really go up here because that's becoming a huge war zone. And that's where red went, by the way. Red went up there because that's the only territory he has left. Green still containing Europe, and with caught wind of Black's little plan here, so he put several troops down in there. He put about 6, and I think, or was it 8? It might have been 8. I think it was 8. Got this little 10 marker there. By the way, Green is up to 9 troops per turn, so that is a development. That is going to be harsh on other colors other factions that are at war with him. Anyways, Yellow is being an absolute powerhouse right now. He is just driving through Blue, and he's honestly looking to probably kill Blue because he's adjacent to Blue there, and he's adjacent to Blue over there. So there's no escape for Blue from Yellow. So that's unfortunate. Blue should be looking to go over there. Actually, he should abandon his little fight here because no one's going to escape Yellow. He should just leave Red to fight him alone and fight him off. Try to. Yellow's too powerful. So we'll see how that goes. Green still hasn't made his attack into Greenland. I don't know when he will or if he will, actually. So yeah, Yellow's looking pretty primed to take North America. So that could be a huge game changer, actually. So with all of that, Green still has 5 cards, has not spent his cards yet, mainly because I forgot. And so he will be doing that probably next turn, so we will see how that goes. I'll see you after round 7. Okay, what a round this has been. Round 7 was insane. First, I'm going to show you the territories. So I'm just going to show you these without saying anything. Take what you want from that. Alright, so now we're going to show the board. Wow. This was insane. Actually, this was an insane round. Things happened, let me tell you that. So, first of all, Pink did his normal thing. He kind of just moved some troops up there. He also took out Red. Pink took it upon himself to take out Red once and for all. He took him out with relative ease and took his cards. So, there you go. Pink took Red out. Red is officially out of the game. We are now down to 5 factions left. Not many options left for a couple of factions. 2 factions are in very big trouble. So moving on to... So Red didn't even get a turn, actually. That's the unfortunate thing. Red didn't get a turn, and Red was wiped out immediately. And Red had a feeling that Pink was going to go after him, so just saying. Blue is abandoning there and moved over here, took Yellow out over here, and is wanting to build some sort of defensive position up there, in hopes that he can prepare for what's coming, even though he can't because Green is a freaking powerhouse. Wow, Green is insane. Anyways, moving on to Green, he turned in cards, got 6 extra troops, plus he had a couple cards that had his his territories. He had territories with those cards, so he got a couple in Western Europe. He got a couple extra in North Africa, which actually helped him take over Africa. Then he had 15 troops left to deploy after that. So then he put actually all of them in North Africa and took Africa. He took all of Africa and controlled it, and he took the Middle East to take away Yellow's little area over there so that he has a good defensive position. Anyways, that being said, Yellow actually did an attack. He thought about it. Well, I was like, I don't really think we have the strength to fight Green right now, but when will we ever? It's now or never, basically. It's either we attack now, take Africa from green and not let him get any more momentum, or we try and take North America and in hopes that green will not interfere with that and that we can maybe have enough attacking power by then, but who knows, maybe he'll have Asia and stuff. So I went with the gamble and took North Africa with yellow, and so we'll see how that pans out. We'll see if yellow gets absolutely obliterated by green, or if green will just kind of take North Africa again and see where that goes. Black, having literally no options after that. His defensive lines were absolutely smashed by green. Absolutely smashed. And with that being said, he's only got a couple guys in Afghanistan. Green staring right at him, looking to finish black off. And with that and India and then being between green and pink, not a good combination. Decided not to go there. Decided to go with Alaska, because why not? There's multiple armies in there. Anything can happen in there at this point, and especially with yellow making the move that he has. So black went up there in hopes to regain something. He's not expecting to live much longer. I'm not expecting black to be in the game much longer. Maybe a couple rounds is he going to be in the game much longer, because he does not have the troops to sustain himself. Blue, I'm putting a price on him, and I'm saying he's probably going to last about 5 rounds at the max. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, so I will do round 8, and I will be back with developments. Alrighty, round 8 it was a doozy. Let's just put it that way, it was a doozy. So, not too much in terms of territories have changed, but a lot has changed on the board. Let's just put it that way. So, interesting turn events. So, the biggest thing that I can point out right now is that yellow, with his attack to North Africa, green came back with an absolute just blitzkrieg. Just boom, just hit him hard from Egypt, actually. From Egypt into North Africa, and then drove all the way into Brazil. Wow. And then brought down his extra troops from Western Europe to secure North Africa, and now green officially has 100% of Africa, and doesn't look like he will be removed from there anytime soon, considering he still contains Brazil. Now, what yellow did, he traded in some cards. He had 13 total troops, put them all in Argentina, attacked Brazil, lost 9 troops. That's right, 9 troops. Green lost about 3. It was insane. It was like, wow, yellow cannot catch a break right now, because also pink traded in some cards, decided, it's a good idea, and just drove right into yellow's lines, breaking yellow's lines, and was going to drive down in here, but said, no, I don't think I will, because this was before green made any moves. Said, I don't think I will, I think I'll let yellow fight green. Well, now pink's plans are to take North America, so we will see how that develops. Blue just kind of built up his troops a little bit. He tried to attack Japan, did not take it. So that's what's going on with blue. Not much, really. Blue's kind of boring right now. Green, we already knew what green did. Black actually bolstered up his troops in Alaska, took the Northwest Territory to gain a card to be able to turn in next turn. He should be able to turn in some troops. So that should be good for him, and trying to take something. So, yeah, this has been a crazy game so far. Green is literally going to probably obliterate everybody, but we are going to find out to see if the tide turns or not. Green has been doing really well, though. Alright, so I will see you after round 9. Alrighty, folks. Round 9 is over. Is in fact over. Let's take a look at these territories here. And that's right. You see it. Yellow is eliminated by none other than green. Green absolutely destroyed him. With his normal troops, I might add. Normal troops. So anyways. So now yellow is eliminated before his turn can even be taken. So because he couldn't take Brazil back, he's eliminated. I had a feeling he was going to be eliminated by him anyways, even if he did take Brazil back. So green ended up putting his men in Brazil, just absolutely blitzkrieged all the way to Venezuela. Actually ripped yellow apart at yellow's last stand. Absolutely ripped apart. And then he ended up getting all of his cards, had to trade in, got 15 extra troops, tried to actually take Central Europe, lost 10 men compared to Pink, who took 2 losses. That is by far the biggest defense of this game, topping whoever it was. I forget who mounted a huge defense. I don't know. You guys know, because it's less time for you guys. So, anyways, now, let's see, any developments up here. I don't know if that happened this round or last round. Pink did take this area, and let's see, Black actually traded in, and he's sitting on about 26 troops up there in Alaska, waiting to see what develops. Blue actually has a big development. He traded in, got about 10 men, I think. Yeah, it was about 10 men, and he, oh man, that means I screwed up some things. Oh well. Oh well. So he put his men in Yakutsk, went into Siberia, defeated Green there, went into Ural, and took heavy losses. Actually, took some heavy losses, and his plan was to go into Ukraine. He took 2 heavy losses, taking Ural, and ended up having to stop there. But either way, Blue now has some more forces. He also took Japan, and Green, seeing that he did try to go all the way to Ukraine and weaken him significantly, he put another soldier there just to be sure. Because that is actually the max amount of troops that Blue can put in. So, anyways, that's so far the developments. And since it's getting late, I'm going to go to bed, and I am going to come back in the morning, and we will continue there. That's why it's going to change lighting for you guys in a couple seconds. So, yeah, and when I come back, round 10 will be over, and we'll see the new developments. Okie dokie, folks. So, the end of round 10 has happened. And so just take a look at the territory board. Green has gone up yet again. And it's fascinating on how this time. I mean, so as you can see so far, I'm just going to point out the obvious, that Pink has moved into Europe, taking away Green's main source of income, which was 5 troops. So that's a problem for Green. And actually, what Blue did this turn, Blue actually traded in, and then he put them in Ural, marched into Ukraine, took heavy casualties, took about 15 casualties, I think, out of his 23 troops, and took Ukraine for the time being, and then and he also moved down into China. He kind of expanded his borders a little bit. He's trying to get something going. And then Green, on his turn, didn't even... Well, did he trade in? Let's see. Yes, he actually did trade in. And he ended up getting a total of 30 troops. And he dropped 20 in Middle East. And then 10 in Venezuela. And he went back up and took Ukraine. He took Afghanistan and India. And he decided also to go up this way. He took Central America, took the eastern United States and the western United States. And... So he's really been expanding rapidly, and no one's really been able to stop him just yet. I think the main hope right now is for Pink to stop him, because Pink seems to be rolling the best against him. I mean, everybody else, it's been stiff defenses on Green. He's mastered some sort of defense, because on this attack, Black brought his troops down from Alaska through Blue's troop, only took 1 casualty there, and then he took a ton of casualties, I will say that. He took a ton of casualties for only killing 3 of Green's troops. So, that is an issue. The fact that Green is rolling so well. These dice, I swear, they're unforgiving. Something about the old dice, they're very unforgiving. But, either way, so yeah, and then nothing much else has happened beyond that. Green did move some troops into Central Europe to launch a counterattack to whatever Pink is going to do next. If Pink goes into Scandinavia, he's there. If he goes into Great Britain, he's there. and anywhere in Europe, basically. He made himself connected to almost everywhere in Europe, so I think that was a smart move by Green. So, yeah, that's round 10, and I think that's also going to be the end of this video. This is going to be part 1 of 2, or maybe 3, I don't know. Depends on how long this game goes. So, yeah, thank you for watching part 1, guys. I'll be out with part 2 not too long after, and I will see you guys in part 2 with the end of round 11.